Welcome back, class, to the next chapter of Polity Lakshmikant, the citizenship. The citizenship of Indian Constitution, which is under Part Second and the articles from 5 to 11. India has two kinds of people. First one are citizens, and second one is aliens. Citizens enjoy all civil and political rights, and aliens, which are friendly aliens or enemy aliens, do not enjoy all civil and political rights. Citizens enjoy certain rights and privileges provided by constitution, and aliens don't. They are Article 15, which is rights against discrimination on grounds of religion, race, caste, sex, or place of birth. Then Article 16, which is right to equality of opportunity in the matter of public employment. And then Article 19, right to freedom of speech and expression, assembly, association, movement, residence, and profession. And Article 29 and 30, they are the cultural and educational rights, right to vote in elections of Lok Sabha and state legislative assembly, right to contest for the membership of parliament and state legislature, eligibility to hold certain public offices like president, etc. These are the some rights which are enjoyed by the citizens, provided by constitution, but not by aliens. And in India, there is a hold of a public office like president. In India, both citizens by birth and naturalization are eligible for the president, while in USA only a citizen by birth is eligible for the seat of the president or certain public offices. So the constitutional provisions are Article 5 to 11, and under the part second, then it contains neither any permanent or any elaborate provisions in this regard. It only identifies the person who became citizens of India at its commencement, and commencement is of 26th Jan 1950. So, Article 5th is the citizenship at the time of commencement of the Constitution. Article 6 tells us the citizenship of those who migrated from the Pakistan to India. Then Article 7 tells us citizens of those who migrated from India to Pakistan and then come back to India. Then Article 8 tells us about the citizenship of person of Indian origin, and Article 9 is the termination of citizenship, and Article 10 is the continuance of rights of citizenship, and Article 11 empowers the parliament to regulate the right of the citizenship by law. So there is a Citizenship Act 1955, which has further amended in 1986, 2003, and in 2005. It provides for the acquisition and loss of citizenship after the commencement of Indian Constitution. So here are the acquisition of citizenship, means how you can get the citizenship of India. The first one is by birth. A person who born in India between 26 Jan 1950 to 1st July 1987, irrespective of the nationality of his parents, and after July 1987, either of his parents is citizenship, or December 3, 2004 onwards, only if both or one of whose parents is citizen of India and other is not an illegal migrant at the time of their birth, or the children of foreign diplomats posted in India and enemy aliens cannot acquire Indian citizenship by birth. Second one is by descent, a person who born outside the India. By birth is a person who born inside in the India and it is outside the India, which is of between January 26, 1950 to December 10, 1992, and father was a citizen of India, or after December 10, 1992, either of his parents is citizen, or December 3, 2004 onwards, unless his birth is registered at an Indian consulate within 1 year of the date of birth, or with the permission of central government after the expiry of the period. Third one is by registration. The central government may on an application register as a citizen of India any person which is not being an illegal migrant if he fulfills certain conditions, and persons must take on an oath of allegiance before they registered as the citizens of India. So the conditions are a person of Indian origin who is ordinarily a resident in India for 7 years before making application, a person of Indian origin who is ordinarily resident in India in any country, a person who is married to a citizen of India, and minor children of persons who are citizens of India. Fourth one is by naturalization. The central government may on an application grant a certificate of nationalization to any person if he possesses a certain qualification, and these qualifications are he or she must belong to a country where similar provisions is given for Indian citizens and either resided in India or be in service of India throughout the period of 12 months. He can apply for it only after 11 years of lawful residence in India proceeding to 12 months residence, and he must be a good moral character and working knowledge of Indian language and essential. And the fifth one is by incorporation of territory, means if any foreign territory becomes a part of India, government of India specifies the persons who among the people of the territory and shall be citizens of India. Now there are the provisions of the loss of the citizenship. So first one is by renunciation, means voluntarily surrender. Any citizen of India of full age and capacity can make a declaration renouncing his Indian citizenship. Upon the registration of that declaration, that person ceases to be a citizen of India, and every minor child of that person also loses Indian citizenship. However, when such a child attains the age of 18, he may resume Indian citizenship. Second one is by termination, when an Indian citizen voluntarily or consciously or knowingly or without duress, undue influence or compulsion acquires the citizenship of another country, then his citizenship automatically terminates. Then by the deprivation, means it is a compulsory termination of Indian citizenship by central government if he obtains citizenship by fraud. Second, if he shown disloyalty to the Constitution of India. Third one is unlawful traded or communicated with enemy during war. Fourth one is within 5 years after registration or naturalization being imprisonment. And fifth one is ordinarily resident out of the India for 7 years continuously. So dual citizenship, India did not India don't have the provision of dual citizenship. India has the provision of single citizenship, though Indian constitution federal and envisages as a dual polity like center and states. It provides only a single citizenship, that is Indian citizenship owe allegiance only to union. and they don't have the right to vote and can't hold any constitutional post in India. So we have complete our chapter. So if you are facing any problem with the government examination, you can contact us on our website, and you can also contact on us our WhatsApp number. Thank you, class.